Hello ddg3000, week 2. Good job so far week 1. Don't forget about the discussion board. That's how we count attendance and participation for the course. So make sure you get in there and post in the week 1 discussion forum. I like to have those done maybe by the end of the weekend. Remember, we start on a Wednesday and we finish up the first week Tuesday at midnight, which is tonight the 19th at midnight. And week 2 will actually start tomorrow, Wednesday, January 20th, and go all the way around until the 27th, the Tuesday night. The earlier you post, so if we shoot for say Saturday at midnight to do your initial discussion board post, that'll keep us with a few days to interact with each other based on the post. It's a great way to learn about each other and to create a little online environment forum for us to discuss topics and enjoy the online class environment. Remember, design is something you can do from anywhere, so being comfortable in a virtual environment is very important because there is a good possibility at some point in time in your design career that you will be telecommuting, spending a few days a week at home working, and potentially a few days a week in the office. Or some of you may end up doing everything from home, having their own design business. My design business, I have clients all around the world, and I do my work from my home office. So that's a strong possibility in the world of technology nowadays. That you will be spending at least some part of your week telecommuting. So try to get comfortable in the Blackboard virtual environment. Now, week 1, I posted the announcement with the video for you to watch. I'm going to go ahead for week 2 and do that as well. Remember, week 1 was all about the dream job description paper, the Word document, the self-assessment PDF, just to kind of get an idea of your interest, and chapters 1, 2, and 3 in your book. So here we go into week 2, which starts tomorrow the 20th. We'll go in here and we'll continue to tackle the chapters 1, 2, and 3 in your book. You'll be taking that quiz this week. I like to break out each chapter so you get an idea of the learning outcomes. Here is your quiz. So you'll click on that link and you'll take the quiz. It is an open book quiz, so feel free to take notes as you're taking the quizzes. Your final exam will allow notes but will not allow your book or printout of the quizzes, only notes. So as you're taking the questions, please jot down any notes that you need on paper, because the final will be a compilation of our quiz questions in a random order. So if you take good notes, it'll make it a lot easier for taking the final. So week 2 is all about the practicum assessment, which is personal branding. So you can see a student's design right here. You can see the front and back of their business cards. You can see their letterhead design, and you can see their envelope design. And here's a really nice Photoshop mock-up of a design project with the letterhead, with the envelope, with the business cards, and it looks like the letterhead is two-sided, which is really beautiful. We're trying to make things look as real world as possible, even though they may not necessarily be projects that were produced in the real world. So week 2 is all about the personal brand design. Week 1, you should have downloaded the InDesign template, and that's where we'll be populating the pages of your portfolio design. So let's take a look at what you're doing here. The personal branding is a critical part of any digital designer's portfolio. You must create a personal logo design that reflects your design style, techniques, and personality. It could be your name. It could be the name of a design business that you would like to start. So it doesn't have to be your name. It could be your initials, like a monogram. So that design's up to you. I just want to see your design personality reflected in it. It must be created in Illustrator. Remember, logos must be scalable, and it must have some kind of combination component, like an icon or an illustration like the hand drawing here, along with the text name, right? And it has to be 100% vector. Go ahead and come up with a few concepts on paper. I like to say 10 is probably a good number, and then maybe refine your 3 sketches down based on the 3 out of 10 that you think are best. You can still do that on paper and pencil if you wish, and then I want you to create your best design in Illustrator. You should create a black and white version of the logo, a 2-color version of the logo, and a full color version. So you can see the bottom logo here is black and white. You can see the two color here in black and blue, and they actually did another two color here, which is a lighter black and blue for this particular student. They wanted to do that. And then you can see the full color version. I'd like you to create a front and back of a business card, which you can see right here. This is a really nice composition, front and back. And full color, please, so you can see it's full color. Letterhead and envelope as well, so you can see the letterhead. That's standard 8.5 by 11. Remember, the business card is 2 inches by 3.5 inches. And then the envelope, which is you can do any kind of envelope you want. So you can do more of an A10 or a business envelope, which is 4.5 by 9.125. You can do a different style of envelope. I've had students do little square envelopes. That's up to you as far as style goes. And then let's make sure you use the Illustrator file as 2 artboards. So you want to have one artboard that has the 3 logos on it, and you want to have the other artboard that has the business card, the letterhead, and the envelope on it. Because what we're going to do is we're going to build a case study in your portfolio where page 2 of your portfolio has this artwork. And then we'll compose it into a real-world solution. So have fun with this. This is one of the hardest design projects because it's hard to design for yourself, but it's fun too. And remember that a portfolio is liquid. It's ever changing. So you may create this personal identity mark, and around week 14 or 15 you might decide, you know what, I want to tweak it a little bit. And that's okay too. We're just looking for a brand to get your portfolio started. When I was in the early infancy of my design career and was creating my portfolio, I had a design company called NYS Design, and that business actually evolved and changed names a few times, and the logo and the branding changed as well, but it started as NYS Design and kind of evolved from there. So remember, this is something that's going to change over time with your design style and also the life that you're at in your design. And have a great week. All right, bye-bye.